Hi, my name is Mitch Mitchell, and today I want to talk about thinking and focus. Now, I'm not really sure if you can hear this right now, but I'm listening to Beethoven's Fifth Piano Concerto as I do this video. The reason I'm listening to classical music is because lately I seem to have this rhythm that kind of goes through my head. It's not a song, it's just this beat, and it's always kind of there. And I find that it makes it hard for me to concentrate pretty much doing anything except driving, because when I'm driving I'm listening to my recorded book, and that seems to calm that down a little bit, although every once in a while if my mind starts drifting I go back to the beat. But there's something about classical music that helps me to concentrate and get work done. And when I think back on it, years ago when I was a director at a hospital, I would listen to music pretty much throughout the day, and depending on what I had to do, I would either listen to, well, the pop music at the time, which is, the pop music at the time, my disco, because I love disco, or I listen to classical. Every Friday I listen to classical music. I couldn't begin to tell you why. But the reason I did that was, one, because it helped me get work done, and two, because it helped improve my focus. Now, one of the things that leaders don't do enough of, in my opinion, is think. Not that they're not smart, and not that they don't come up with things, but every once in a while you just have to basically sit down at a desk or go find a place to sit down and think and concentrate and focus. Because if something needs to be addressed, you've got to think before you act. And you sometimes have to come up with some creative things. And if you don't take the time to think about these things, then you're not going to come up with anything. And if you can't focus, makes it even worse. And there's a lot of outside factors that mess with focus. I mean, I've talked about this thing that I hear in my head, but sometimes you have people screaming, or maybe you're under pressure to do some other thing, but you have to take care of this thing first. Whatever. But I find that, like I said, the classical music seems to work well for me. And I love all types of classical music. I mean, I used to begin my Fridays with opera. And even now, there's a lot of times on Fridays, even at home, where the first thing I put on a Friday morning happens to be an opera. I have a bunch of different operas. Of course, I love to default to Carmen, because who doesn't love Carmen? Okay, maybe there's someone out there who doesn't like Carmen, but everyone I know loves Carmen. They at least know some bit of Carmen. So usually, opera helps me out. And that's a different kind of thing, because there's this disconnect, for me anyway, between the vocal music, which sometimes my mind will wander, and the instrumental. I just focus so well. And it doesn't matter which period of classical music it is. So I guess it's one of those kind of things where I'm saying that, if you need something, you need some kind of outside stimulus to help you to focus, then do it. You definitely need to take time to think about different types of things you want to get done, whether it's work things, whether it's personal things. And thinking time, you know what, it's invaluable. And hopefully you've heard some of this Fifth Symphony. And if not, well, my Fifth Symphony, Fifth Piano Concerto. Hopefully you've heard some of this. And if not, go to YouTube. Pull up Beethoven's Fifth Piano Concerto. It was his last piano concerto, and it's my favorite piano concerto, the entire thing. I hope that maybe, this helps you to at least consider the thing about thinking and focus. Let me know your thoughts. Is this something that you have trouble doing? What do you do? If you do, what do you use? Do you use white noise? Do you just write something down? Do you write in a journal to get things off your mind? Let me know. I'm Mitch Mitchell. Y'all take care.